Hello, welcome back to Summer Rerun. Got the old TV out and I'm taking you back to 2014. I'm Flemming Bo Jensen. I'm in Singapore to shoot at the legendary Zouk Nightclub. Yeah, it's a new location, it's a new project, it's also a new accent. This project is one that I am actually really proud and really happy about still, more than 5 years on. The movie is made by my amazing girlfriend Charlene Winfred, who is a truly multi-skilled artist. He's a photographer, he's a videographer, director, writer, editor, and he's also a Fujifilm ambassador. So we're at the end of 2014 and Fujifilm is planning to release a new zoom lens, the 16 to 55mm. And they've asked me if I again would like to feature and make some still pictures with this lens for the release. And then Charlene and I thought this would be a wicked project to do together. So we pitched them that Charlene would make a movie about me using the lens. So we pitched the project to Fujifilm and happily they said, yes, go ahead. So Charlene was born in Singapore and we're going to visit her family for the holidays, which was when the project was due to take place. So now I have to find a place to make some music pictures. And I'm thinking, what can I shoot in Singapore? Now, fortunately, Singapore has one of the most famous nightclubs in the entire world. It's called Zouk Singapore. And I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I can make pictures with the zoom lens at this really famous nightclub? That would be a really cool thing to happen because I've known about this club for decades, way before I even got into music photography, when I was just a kind of aspiring DJ. And networking in almost any business is really essential, and it just so happened that I have a friend in Portland, music promoter, who has worked with the team at Zouk Singapore so he could introduce me. And that's why it always pays to be a nice person, make friends and network. You gotta kind of get your foot in the door. So this way I had a person to contact. And we could pitch the whole project, which involved me taking stills at the club and Charlene filming me at the club. And this is really the difficult bit because while it's usually possible to get access to make still pictures, to actually add a video component can be a little bit more difficult. But Zouk Singapore are just amazing to work with. We've actually been back, I think, 3 or 4 times since then to make different projects, both at the old venue and the new venue. And they've been just wonderful. So thank you to the Zouk crew. So now we have it all set up. We got the go-ahead from Fujifilm. We got the go-ahead from the Zouk Club. And I get the lens. We got the gear. We're ready to go. One essential thing that Charlene added to her video kit. Now, this is late 2014, and it's kind of before you could get really cool, affordable gimbals and all kinds of stabilizers. So what do? Well, Charlene just made one herself. Have a look at this. Yeah, it totally looks like a stick of dynamite. I think it's called like lead sinkers. It's really heavy lead sinkers from, when you're fishing. Duct tape together, and they're duct taped onto a, I think, Gorilla Pod and then attached to the bottom of the camera, and this just adds like a really nice weight below it. So you got some weight, and it's also stopping it from tipping sideways. This is where you really get seasick. So we got our home fashion, homemade stick of dynamite stabilizer. And again, Zouk were amazing because we show up on the first night. We got 2 nights of filming and shooting at the Zouk Club. You show up at the first night with a stick of dynamite, and I think the security guy had a kind of freaked out for a second or two, but then took a look at it and said, that looks all right, that's fine. Checked out what it was, and we were allowed to go in with a stick of dynamite and film for 2 nights at this amazing nightclub. So my job essentially is to wander around and make stills as I normally do and get followed by Charlene and the stick of dynamite that's filming me the entire night. Especially the second night was pretty damn exciting because we had a DJ set in the main room by Ferry Corsten, which, a little side note, someone in the crowd thought I looked like Ferry Corsten's brother. I'm not related to Ferry Corsten at all. I see the resemblance. In one of the other rooms, they have a DJ set from Bonobo, the legend. That was a really cool evening to make still pictures. And I'm actually going to add a little gallery of still pictures after the movie. So we're about to hit play on this wonderful movie. And One more thing, actually, I should tell you about is that you're gonna see some really cool light effects, like the lens being filmed with these light, like beam shining over it and stuff. That's not supplied, it's not generated. That is Charlene making up and filming this in her bedroom. And they look really incredible. And also, please turn up the sound or listen on really good headphones, because there's a really cool custom-made soundtrack for this movie by my good friend Rasmus Kjærborg here in Copenhagen. Fantastic musician, and he tailor-made this perfect soundtrack, which sounds incredible. And I think that's about it. Then the only other part of the movie is me wandering around a nightclub. So hope you enjoy it. Let's roll. I'm Flemming Bo Jensen. I'm an official Fuji X photographer from Denmark. I'm in Singapore to shoot at the legendary Zouk Nightclub. And I'm using the highly anticipated Fujinon 16-55. The lens features a zoom range that is the equivalent of 24 to 82mm in the 35mm format. It also has a constant 2.8 aperture. When I work in nightclubs, I need a lens that can produce high quality images in the dark and react really quickly so I can capture the epic moments and light. I found the 16-55mm zoom lens great to use for this. It's fast with a 2.8 aperture, fast enough to produce high quality images in the dark. It has a really quick autofocus, and while it's heavier than the primes I normally use, it's still easy enough to use all night long. You don't get tired from carrying it around. All in all, I found the 16-55mm zoom lens to be fantastic. Fuji. Thank you so much, amazing Charlene. Thank you so much, amazing Rasmus, for being so incredible. Thank you for watching. Here's a few more stills. See you next time.